Daniel Allison, the average dude, and you longtime watchers of the show will notice that I generally have the coffee cup in my left hand, but today I had things going on. I had it in my right hand, and I was doing the thumbs up with the left thumb.
Wow, dude, you are an athlete.
The-
You're
I'm,
athletic, man.
I am
Coordinated,
amphibious. That means I can.
coordinated. Yeah, it's not amphibious, but coordinated. You're athletic. Everything you do, including body movement and dancing, looks
Oh,
on point.
man, if anybody's got a wedding coming up, please invite the average dude. He's incredible on the dance floor. This guy's moves,
Yeah, there would be
unbelievable.
no way that anyone could compare you and the way you move to a baby giraffe. It's impossible.
What does a baby giraffe move like, Freddie? Like what are the actual kind of what is the
It's almost like the mind and body has not synced up yet.
it's not synced up yet. But fortunately, if you're here to get your mind and body synced up, you are
Yeah,
in the right place. And we do that every single morning with the first sip of coffee for the average dude. You ready?
yeah, do it.
It was good.
Yeah. So tell
Yeah.
me about what's in your cup. Did you do espresso plus coffee?
No, no,
I
no,
know
no.
that. See, here's the deal. A
No, no,
lot
no,
of
no.
people that live in penthouses like you, high rises, big balconies,
You
sunshine,
see my
24
egg chair
hours a
back
day
here.
somehow. But you people like to do different coffees. So I was just curious. Mine's just
We
black.
like to get fancy. We like to get
Mine's just
fancy.
black Folgers.
Really? Did you stop at the gas station to get that?
79 cent worth.
Woo! I'll never forget that time. I'm not going to say his name. We've got to get these great comments. There was a great contact that I had. Guy had a lot of money, and he said, "Hey, do you want a coffee?" I said, "Yeah, man." So I got out there, and he had the biggest 79-cent coffee from big,
Yeah.
the big styrofoam cup. I said, "Man, I don't want to drink that." But I didn't say that to him. I said, "Thank you so much," is what I
Yeah.
said, Fred.
Probably hot
But
enough to burn the skin off your lips.
oh, baby, what you talking about? Look at all these great people on the bus ready to get their mind right. We're gonna do the best we can, folks. Vicky Watts, good morning. Great to see
Good
you.
morning, V Dub.
Beat up in the house. There's Antarctic Mike. I believe he's actually holding the piece of ice, and I actually like that. That's on his YouTube. If you haven't heard Antarctic Mike's story, you need to hear it. He's been on the show several times, and it's a great show. I still remember hearing Antarctic Mike's original story for the first time,
Yeah,
and he came in and spoke, and it's funny we know him now, but when he came in and he had that powerful story, it's really an amazing thing what he did, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely. Pushed himself to the limits.
Pushed himself to the limits, trained in that freezer, and did something that really gave him a great story to tell. He's an incredible storyteller. So appreciate you, Mike. There's Megan Brown. Pump day.
Pump
Stay caffeinated.
day.
Absolutely. You got to stay caffeinated. Uh, he's Paul is putting on my caffeine armor, ready for battle today. This got away
Hydrated
with
and
words.
caffeinated.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my sword and shield.
Now, you folks that caught me, and I said amphibious. It was a little joke. It was a little jokey joke, but thank you. Uh, good
But it's so
morning.
close to something that you would do in real life. So people,
I know, and so I kind of tease y'all with it. I tease you. Is he right? Is he wrong? He's an average dude. Good morning, Joe.
yeah,
Hey, I love the ability to not know, right? As the average dude, maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't, but it's a lot of flexibility in that, Fred. My mind is so right this morning, headed to MD and EM South 2026, learn some manufacturing technology and Jacobitz. He's always got the right energy. He's always in the right rooms.
yeah, and he does a lot of that stuff.
He does. He does. And that's what I mean. When he's there, he's not just there. He's interacting. He's engaging. Big deal. Trent McJunkin.
Let's go.
I love it. I love to see people that are growing and learning and pushing. And if you don't know Trent, if you know Trent, then you know he's that guy. Hey, look, average dude, above average. Oh, yeah. Yes.
That should be a post later.
In the mug too. There's DJ. Great to see DJ on the bus. It is pump day. It's right in the middle of the week. And what I want to talk to you about first thing first, Fred, Pitchman. Pitchman Fred, you did a pitch yesterday, and I'm talking not about baseball. No, not baseball.
Oh, okay.
You went old school on us, and you did a straight up pitch video on LinkedIn about Bobcat equipment.
Yeah.
What brought that out in you yesterday? Why did you decide to do one yesterday?
So I believe I just told myself that I was going to make a post every day this week on LinkedIn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So now you're letting us in on the challenge.
Let's see. We went Sunday. Monday was don't buy on specs alone. Yesterday was about what did I sell today. So it's pump day. Who knows what will show up today?
What did I sell today? And I liked that. And you won the Bobcat pitch contest. And what makes a good pitch in your mind? And people in the comments too. When people are talking about their product, their service, of course that's what we're all doing. We want to sell things, and so we talk about things. But what makes a good pitch?
Yeah, can you hold someone's attention? Is it interesting? Is it relatable? Is it somewhat funny to bring a laugh and a good feeling out of it? And would you buy it?
Yeah. And it's not an easy thing, right? When you're talking specifically, because we all know we don't like to get pitch slapped, right? That's kind of the whole thing. Everybody, when somebody's really selling, it doesn't land real good. But when it's kind of got some peppered in, some just kind of being real and kind of sharing some things, it does.
Yeah, especially if it makes sense and you know what you're talking about. You're not trying to make something up to a group of people, and you're just proving yourself uneducated about the product.
Yes. That's why if you're not sold yourself, if you're not clear, let's think about this. If you're not sold on your product or service and you are trying to convince someone else that it's the right thing, and so I've heard people, and I've done it myself. I'm talking, but I'm really trying to convince myself, right? I mean, that's not selling. That's not selling. You don't know. You're not sharing. I'll say that again. When I'm selling, I'm losing. When I'm selling, I'm losing. When I'm sharing, I'm doing better.
Yeah.
I'm doing better. It takes a lot of the right energy too. Let's see. We see what we've got here. There's Julie Toredo. Great to see you here again, Julie, as well. We love to have new folks on the bus. Let's see what Kierkegaard says. Not every day that we get a little Kierkegaard on the bus, but Joe brings it. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. That's a good one. We live in the now. Make a difference today. Make it count. Every single day is important, and we start getting granular with it, right, Fred? We think about what is it going to take to win the day.
What does it take?
Well, it takes discipline. It takes discipline, and it takes commitment. We have that choice every day, and there's many shades of gray, but really the black or white. Am I going to win or am I going to lose the day?
Yeah, because historically on oh, I don't even like to say this, but I'm going to say it on hump day. After lunch, people like to put that thing in neutral and coast to Saturday. You may not see the production that you saw on Monday or Tuesday.
That's right.
So
Well,
I
you get
think
a
today is why we call it pump day, because it is a chance to stay focused, rededicate your commitment and discipline to the week, and finish strong. Today's the day you start.
and the thing you always get away from, you think, oh man, more work is going to be harder. But the thing that I always remember with 10X and Grant Cardone, that time you're going to have a better day if you can get over that hump and really start knocking things out. If you really want to just, hey, I just want to feel good. I just want to have the best days and live the best life I can. It happens in the now. It happens every moment. You got to win the moment. You got to win the day. You got to win the week. You got to win the month. But it starts in a very granular way. And I've shared this before. When I started my personal development journey 11 years ago, there wasn't a whole lot to hang my hat on. I was starting from a cold start. All I could do is win the day. You got to win the day every single day. And it's amazing how much momentum you can build winning the day.
Yeah. When I see someone who, I don't know if the term is lazy, they're not engaged. It why did you even get out of bed and go to your job if that's the way you're going to show up? Unalert, unresponsive, don't communicate. Or when you do communicate, it is the worst way possible.
Hey,
No eye contact. I don't understand what you're saying. Can you look me in the eyes and speak like a human? Please, if you're going to go to work, give it your best effort. If not, stay home. If you need to go somewhere and get a job where you don't communicate with other humans, there's plenty of them. Sorry.
We've talked about it before. The bots are coming. The bots don't get sick. The bots don't have a bad attitude. I do hate. I think that we make a good team, Fred, because you're a little bit more of the face mask grabber coach. I'm a little bit more of the encourager, right? I'm a little more empathetic. I want that they would be happier people, Fred, if they could just get on this energy bus and they could be around Vicky and they could be around all these great folks. Just get a little positivity, and then they're going to have a better day. One of the things, and we're not going to have time to talk about marketing, but I'm learning a lot about marketing. And we say the entire company is in sales. The entire company is in marketing. We're all representing Bobcat. If you stepped into this office, Fred's not the only one selling equipment. When somebody calls in and they got to talk to a service person, that I'm not talking specifically about Bobcat, but if they call in and they're not treated well, it's going to make it harder for Fred to sell the next piece of equipment.
Yeah. When you
So
walk into
we've
a
all
building,
got to kind of represent ourselves.
when you walk into a building and you look around and there's three people and you're kind of waiting, hey, where do I go? What do I do? I'm here to do business, and no one's even looking at you or speaking to you. After 30 or so seconds of that, you know what I want to do? Go somewhere else.
Absolutely. And think about the difference when the entire group has the same energy, right? Like if you got a great salesperson, but then everybody else is,
Yeah.
they don't care. They're not showing passion. I always say you want that sales process, and as they meet people in your organization, you want it to be like you're handing the baton to the next runner in a relay.
Yeah.
They are ready to go. They can't wait to get that stick from you, and there's an increase in energy, right? Bam, 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 bam. Hey, I want you to meet this guy or this guy. And that starts to be impactful by the time we had that baton 3 or 4 times. They're ready to buy something.
Yeah. I can. It makes me think about when you walk into In-N-Out Burger, right? All the people, they're energized. Everybody's working together. Let's get you the
Oh,
best product as fast as possible. And then you walk into somewhere else that's not like that. And you just stand there, and the person in front of you is also just standing there like this.
that, hey, have you noticed? Check out profiles of successful people and notice how many of them work at the Chick-fil-A and as young people, right? Everybody's in marketing. Everybody is part of this brand. Hey, this is the line you walk. If you walk this line, you can be part of this team. We're going to pay you fair. We're going to teach you good leadership skills, and you're going to be around positive people.
Through a system.
That's right. Through a system. And so yeah, if I had it to do over again, I think I'd have had the kids working at the Chick-fil-A, man, getting one of those Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Get that top button, baby.
Yeah, my pleasure.
My
It was my
pleasure.
pleasure to be here on Pump Day.
And it's my pleasure to have all of these fantastic people on the bus. I'm going to go through the comments. I'm going to make the show for tomorrow. We're going to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about sales. We're going to talk about marketing. We're going to talk about life every single weekday morning live, 7:55. Freddie Blanton, final thought.
Today is not the day to put it in neutral. Today is the day you riding hard in fourth gear. Let's go to fifth for the rest of the week.
Let's roll, baby. See you tomorrow. Bye.